Yo, what's going on? Spoofy with TheCardGuyz, brand new video today. Going to be talking about one thing with you briefly, and that's how to properly construct a deck. Now, a lot of people don't really know exactly what goes into making a deck. Now, the people who actually build the deck first and create the deck for the meta are the people who know how to create the deck. 99% of players net deck. Obviously, we sit here in America, and if a deck is in the OCG, we kind of adapt the OCG build into TCG and then kind of create it towards our own kind of play style. Now, for deck builders, I'm going to name just a few people. Patrick Kobit and Jeff Jones are the best two examples I can think of off the top of my head. These guys are very smart. I wouldn't consider myself one of them, but I think I'm very knowledgeable in ratios and percentages and knowing how cards should work in a certain deck. And I kind of want to give you guys the same insight as what I usually go through when building a deck. Now, there's a few different concepts that you could go through. I'm going to go through a few different steps with you guys to kind of guide you in the way of, building the most consistent and powerful deck. We're going to go through a couple things, and I'm going to just let you know about what you should have in your deck when you're building it. Now, we're just going to go with the staple deck that everybody knows and plays because it's the best deck as of right now, and that's Necros. Now, what do Necros have? Number one thing that comes to mind is they have consistency. They're the most consistent deck I've seen since E-Dragons. Now, that's what you want in your deck. You want to be able to go through your deck and do a play every single turn that's going to benefit you in some way. So Necros, obviously, they have, search. They have Rotas, Colossus, Brio, things like that. So consistency is number one. Number two is a win condition. Now, Necros' win condition right now is obviously Trish. Since if we're talking about Konami format, it's Trish. If not, it's Unicore. So Konami format has a few different ways of having a win condition. It's Trish or Unicore. And if you even have like that in like a Gungnir, it's easy peasy, as a couple of my friends would say. Now, going forth with that, you have to know different plays you want to build in the deck. Usually what I do with building my deck is I will get a play set of each of the cards that I would want to play in the deck. So I'll have options for everything. And I'll lay them all on the field, okay? I'll lay them all on my mat. And then from there, you're going to go through and you're going to read the effects. Read the effects and see what they do, how they would benefit in certain situations, and come up with ratios. Playtesting is a big part of this as well. Now, then from there, you're going to get the spell cards for the specific archetype and then cards you want to see in the deck. Like all the staples, Upstart Goblins obviously is one card that you might want to put in the deck. If not, that's perfectly okay as well. And then does the deck want to play any traps? Do you want to play a monster-heavy deck with spells and no traps? Or do you want to play a trap-heavy deck with, a couple spells and about, 12 to 14 monsters like Teller Knights? That's totally up to you. Then you have to work on your extra deck. That's another thing. That's after you get finished with the entire deck. Once you come up with how very consistent your deck is and the monster lineup and your win conditions, you then test to see, well, what can I main deck that will benefit me in a game one matchup versus a bad matchup. Once you have these cards put into your deck, you're not going to fail. This has been Pro Tip Tuesday with Spoofy and TheCardGuyz. We'll see you guys later. I hope you enjoyed it. Later.
I got a single-digit budget, $100 rings, $1,000 cutlass, and $1 million dream. I want a 7-digit budget, 100 diamond rings, 1,000 screaming for me. That's my $1 million dream. I got a single-digit budget, $100 rings, $1,000 cutlass, and $1 million dream. I want a 7-digit budget, $100 rings, 1,000 screaming for me.